could just have some time to work on that and get with Robert and get his suggestions on how to put it together into a meaningful report that we could make maybe once a month and submit it on the agendas under the reports.
Do you have a normal plan, say for instance if the janitorial contract is coming up, what is normally, or any jail food contracts or closed with jail food, something that's major contracts like that, what is your normal plan about when do you put this on the agenda? I mean, is it like 2 weeks before?
The contracts, Joe, those particular contracts that you mentioned are not ones that our office initiates. Like the sheriff's office would present the items to us for the agenda from the jail. The janitorial comes through purchasing. That's what I'm talking about. We have a lot of them, and different people are doing their own portions of it. But if you give us a little time, maybe we can get together and put it all together into some kind of meaningful report for the court.
Yeah. Because I think it's a positive thing to maybe have discussions about these if we could all know, say for instance, if the janitorial contracts come up in 60 days, if we have a discussion about it and give us a chance to all look at that contract to see if we think we might, not just janitorial, I'm talking about any major contracts, if we might want to go out for bid again, have a discussion about it. We could do it, you know, in work sessions if we have to. Do we want to go back out for bid for this?
Right.
But have it, you know, when it's 60 days away, that way if we decide to do this, because every time we do something, and most of the time if the attorney's not here, we have to defer it or let him look at it one way or the other, get his opinion on it, things like that, and instead of coming right up to the time when the contract is due, and then us pushing to try to make a decision on this. Because we have had lots of experience with a lot of different contracts, on the major contracts over the years. I know that we have had.
Well, I would want to put in at least the ability to extend for up to about 5 years. That's what I work for on these deals, so we literally don't have to rebid these every year.
Well, and certain contracts is all right. We still have to reapprove them. Legally, you have to do it every year through the county, but you can do that. But we just like to look at it, and somebody may be unhappy with something or the other, or didn't go right, or maybe we could save some money one way. We just need to discuss these things, you know, in beforehand, plenty of time, instead of coming up 2 weeks before it's due, and then having to get the attorney involved and defer it, and the next thing you know, we haven't made a decision, we have to put an extension on it again. You know?
The process is that this agenda is set by any court member. Okay? And the agreement is that if you have an agenda item, you submit it to the judge's office, and who submits it to court. They develop the court agenda for us. So that process is never only somebody that can set the agenda. It's got to come through either one of the commissioners or come through the judge's office. That's the process. Now we have so many elected officials who have contractual agreements. You have department heads who have contractual agreements. So you're talking about auditors may have a contractual agreement. So you're talking about a quagmire of different departments that deal with their individual contracts that come through the judge's office. So when they come through the judge's office, that's when they pull the trigger, you understand, bring to us like this agenda item here. But that's how that all comes together. So, you know, not only if you're talking about all contracts, you're still talking about various departments. They would have to do that.
Need that cooperation.
Yeah, we have to have the cooperation, because I think...
Like Andy has a lot of contracts that come through his department, and all that we're asking for, with just not you as elected official, the department head and all the other department heads, the normal time that this contract is due, that you turn it into the judge's office, I guess. Andy, is that correct? Yeah. Maybe do it 30 days ahead than you normally do. Give us the opportunity to take a look at it, get your opinion on what you think. You could give us a report and say, hey, we've had good luck with this, you know, they've done a good job for us, you know, they're going to keep the price the same, blah, blah, blah. If you give us your blessing on it, we can still oversee it and see if there's any questions that we would have for you through that contract. And that way we keep them having to put it up right up till the last minute. Would that be a problem for you, Andy?
No, that's reasonable.
I don't think it'd be a problem tonight, but still you have this process, I think if we overlook it, that you have to do it, even with you. I mean, you get the information, you get everything, that all this get to then and sign. And if you're interested in that contract, I still say that at the same time and the effort that you require somebody else to do, that you could, file your own documents, put them in your own computer, scan them.
I can find the contracts, I just need to know when they're coming up.
Well, I'm saying, that's, you can, the only thing you gotta do is put it in Outlook. Contract in on this particular date, you set it, you understand, for 2 years out. And then you want your computer to notify you 2 months in advance, your computer will do that.
She would do that.
But
I'm
I'm
not a
That's
computer
what I'm
genius.
saying, and we want somebody else to do it, you understand?
They do a lot.
That's the finger point.
And that's one thing, I was thinking that, that I was mistakenly thinking that all of them wouldn't be purchasing because the purchasing department was handling that stuff. So I guess we can focus on purchasing to start with and get that report and see where we're at.
Now, if he found out, like I said, if Ken found out through his office when all the other contracts that he's not really responsible for come through,
I
he
just
could
think-
notify us if you knew.
It seems pretty, it's hard to get your mind around that you don't have anybody that sees all the contracts at one time. You don't have anything in the auditor's office that does that?
We see them as they come,
You just don't know when they're coming.
as they come due, and we usually get something in the mail that says, hey, it's time to read the contract. If we get anything like that, we immediately notify the judge for the next Tuesday, but it may not be 3 months in advance.
Right.
Is it doable? Yeah. A list could be developed, with some type of particular system that says, hey, 3 months ahead of time. But not all contracts are going to be of the nature of what we might want to bid this house. Now, many of the contracts you approve weekly, maybe are maintenance agreements, those are all contracts. Recently, we have a postage machine that we leased from Pick and Bose. The lady came by and said, hey, your 3-year contract is up, it's time to renew it. She gave us the deal, we brought it to the Commissioners Court, explained it, approved it. So they're kind of just, as they come about, brought to the attention of the court. I do understand when you have a contract that was originally bid, you would like the opportunity to rebid that, and you don't want to be under the pressure of, well, we don't have a chance to rebid this, we better renew it. I understand that. I think something could be developed, and if the judge's office is working on that, I think we'd be happy to work together.
I don't mind deferring it just so we get to the discussion here on this and know where we're going. Because it's the ones, like you're saying, I want to make sure we look at them regardless if they're not going up on the price. I want to look at them anyway because, obviously we can save some money on some of those.
Agree.
You keep on
One
talking about
deal
saving
with
money,
that.
that's one of your dialogues, but right here, you spending money. And I don't want to bring it to court that the only somebody that you can directly do that are the ones to answer to the court, those department heads, you hire and fire. You can't tell no elected official, neither can you tell auditor, because he's been coming from us. So I think you got to get the framework. You can't direct Andy to do nothing, but he understands his judicial, responsibility, and they are competent. They are some most of the elected officials, they're competent people. They know when to send a contract, and those contracts got to sometimes go through the law. And it takes time, like Dr. Williams' contract, it takes time.